This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 9, verse 11. I realize another thing, that in this world, fast runners do not always win the races, and the brave do not always win the battle. The wise do not always earn a living. Intelligent people do not always get rich, and capable people do not always rise to high positions. Bad luck happens to everyone. You never know what your time is coming. Like birds suddenly caught in a trap, like a fish caught in a net. When they are trapped at some evil moment, when we least expect it. I like to give all praises and honor and glory to Almighty Yahweh Yahweh Shai. I like to give all praises and honor and glory to Almighty Yahweh Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the men of GMS who rule well. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. This is Brother Boaz on the set once again. You don't know when the New World Order is going to get you, okay? That's what this is going into, okay? That and some other things. You don't know when this devil's going to cause that microchip to be put on you, okay? Like a deadly net, okay? So you have to, once again, you have to keep your integrity. You have to keep your posture. That's what this is about. The book of Proverbs. The book of Proverbs, chapter 14, verse 32. Wicked people are bringing about their own downfall by their evil deeds, but good people are protected by their integrity. Okay, you once again, you have to have your integrity, okay, so you can make it out of this thing with your life when this thing goes down. It's like a deadly net. The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 1. I will climb my watchtower and wait to see what Yahweh will tell me to say. When he answers, he will give to my complaint. Yahweh gave me this answer: write down clearly on tables what I reveal to you, so that it can be read at a glance. Put it in writing, because it is not yet time for it to come true, but the time is coming quickly, and what I show you will come true. It will seem slow in coming, but wait for it. It will certainly take place, and it will not be delayed. And this is the message: those who are evil will not survive, but those who are righteous will live because of their faithfulness to Yahweh. Okay, so it's coming. Okay, the new world order is coming. Okay, it's a day of cruelty and cruel wrath and fierce anger by Yahweh Yahweh Shai, okay? And you have to have the integrity of your God if you want to make it out with your life, okay? They will go for their new world order, okay? That's what this is all about, okay? They're gonna go for it. They got all things ready. The book of Revelations, chapter 3, verse 10. Because you have kept my commandments to endure, I will also keep you safe from the time of trouble, which is coming upon all the world to test all the people on the earth. Okay, so he's going to test us. Okay, we have to be tested. We have to be put through the fire. Okay, this thing is going down. Revelation chapter 13, verse 15. The second beast was allowed to breathe life into the image of the first beast so that the image could talk and put to death all those who would not worship it. The beast forced all people, small and great, rich and poor, slave and free, to have a mark placed upon their right hands or their foreheads. No one could buy or sell the no one could buy or sell without this mark, that is the beast's name or the number of his standing for his name. This calls for wisdom. Whoever is intelligent can figure out the meaning of this number of the beast, because stands for the number the same as someone. Its number is 666. Okay, so this devil will go for his new world order. Okay, he's gonna go for it. Okay, and then when he goes for it, that's when Yahushua goes for him. Okay, but you have to have the posture and you have to have the integrity not to take this demonic device. The book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 34. Be careful not to let yourselves become occupied with too much feasting and drinking and with the worries of this life, or that day may suddenly catch you like a trap, for it will come upon all people everywhere on the earth. Be on watch and pray always that you have the strength to go safely, do all those things that will happen and stand before the Son of Man. Okay, so you got to pray for the strength to Yahweh Yahushai that He allows you to withstand these troubles, because they're going to be, you're going to catch hell in that day. Okay, it's going to be hell. The book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 24. Some will be killed by the sword, and others will be taken prisoners to all countries, and the heathen will trample over Jerusalem until their time is up. Okay, and these devils, their time is up. Okay, that's why they're going down. Okay, that's why they're going to do the new world order. These devils, they're going down. Okay, that's why they're doing the new world order. Okay, these devils, they're catching hell. Yahweh Yahushua is putting pressure on them. Okay, any day now they're going to come out with that mark of the beast, and they're going to pull these lessons off the internet. Okay, and if you want to be saved, you got to get it while you can. Okay, so you can make it out with your life when this thing goes down. Okay, so you can make it out with your life when this thing goes down. Okay. Okay, one moment. The book of the book of Luke, chapter 8, verse 11. This is what the parable means. The seed is the word of Yahweh. The seed that fell along the path stands for those who hear, but the devil comes and takes the message away from their hearts in order to keep them from believing and being saved. The seed that fell on rocky ground stands for those who hear the message and receive it gladly, but it does not sink deep into them. They believe only for a while, but when the time of testing comes, they fall away. The seed that fell among thorn bushes stands for those who hear, but the worries and riches and pleasures of this life crown and choke them, and their fruit never ripens. The seed that fell on good soil stands for those who hear the message and retain it in a good and obedient heart. They persist until they bear fruit, okay? So you want to be the ones that it fell on good ground, okay? You don't want to be out the ones that the cares of this life, okay? The cares of this life get you, and so you don't produce. The book of Hebrews, chapter 12, verse 1. For us, we have this large crowd of witnesses surround us, so let us then get rid of ourselves everything that gets in the way and of the sin which holds us so tightly, and let us run with determination the race that lies before us. Let us keep our eyes fixed on Yahushua, our on our faith depends from beginning to end. He did not give up because of the cross. On the contrary, because of the joy that was waiting for him, he thought nothing of disgrace of dying on the cross, and he is now seated at the right side of Yahweh's throne. Okay, so basically, it's you're gonna get catch hell. Okay, and they will go for their new world order. Okay, that's a deadly net. Okay, they're gonna go for it. Okay, and you're gonna get caught in that deadly net. Okay, but you gotta pray that Yahweh Yahushai allows you to escape. Okay, escape with your life. Okay, when this thing goes down. The book of Hebrews. The book of Hebrews, chapter 2, verse 3. How then shall we escape if we pay no attention to such great salvation? Yahweh himself first announced this salvation, and those who heard him proving to us what is true. Well, that Yahweh, that's Yahweh Shai. Okay, so this you don't want to get caught in that deadly net, okay? Because you will get annihilated, okay, when this thing goes down, okay? You're going to be annihilated, okay? You want to be the ones that are have your salvation and saved, Okay, you want to be the ones that persevere and save your soul. Okay, that's what this thing is about. The book of James, chapter 1, verse 12. Happy are those who remain faithful under trials, because when they succeed in passing such a test, they will receive as their reward the life which Yahweh has promised to those who love him. Okay? So you want to be the one that pass a test and get a crown, okay? That's what this is about, okay? And you have to go through your trials and tribulations, okay? That's what this new world order is about, okay? Just a big test on the left hand side, which Yahweh Shai is this will weed out the the men from the boys, okay? If you say you love Yahweh Shai and you love them, you have to go and you have to prove it now, okay? That's what this is about. Some of us are going to have to get put to death. Some of us are going to have to lose our life for this truth. The book of, I'll start at 31. The book of Romans 8, verse 31. In view of all this, what can we say? If Yahweh is for us, who can be against us? Certainly not power, who did not even keep back his own son, but offered him for us all. He gave us his son. We will he not also freely give us all things? Who can accuse Yahweh's chosen people? Yahweh himself declares them to be not guilty. Who then can condemn them? Not Mashiach Yahushai, who died, or rather, who is raised to life and is at the right side of Yahweh, pleading with him for us. Who then can separate us from the love of Mashiach? Can trouble do it? Can hardship, persecution, or hunger, or poverty, or dangers of death? As in scriptures it says, for your sake we are in danger of death all the time. We are treated like sheep that are going to be slaughtered. No, in all these things we have complete victory through him who loved us. For I am certain that nothing can separate us from the love, neither death nor life, nor angels, nor other heavenly rulers or powers, neither the present nor the future, neither the world above nor the world below. There is nothing in all creation that will ever be able to separate us from the love of Yahweh, which is ours through Mashiach, Yahweh Shai, our Lord. And hopefully you got something from this lesson. I like to thank Almighty Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.